Hello, my name is John Mandela. I'm with the ALCO Chemical Company in Akron, Ohio, and today we're going to be talking about Global Harmonized System for hazardous classification and labeling of chemicals. Basically, back in 2003, the United Nations, looking forward to a more unified global economy, decided that they were going to implement within 10 years a new way to communicate hazardous materials throughout the world. The goals of GHS are as follows: to increase the quantity and consistency of information provided to staff using chemicals, standard approach to the hazardous classification labels and safety data, and to keep the chemical handlers safe. OSHA's hazard communication standard, requirements of every facility. Safety data sheets are on site for all products. Workers know where the SDS book is located. All chemicals are properly labeled. Facility has a written hazard communication program, and training is provided to staff handling chemicals. Requirements for a product primary label: product identifier, supplier information, signal word, the GHS pictogram, hazard statement, precautionary statement, may include supplemental information. By and large, what you have here is a label with everything on it that you're going to need to know. Labels, signal words, quickly communicate the relative severity of the hazard. Only 2 signal words will appear: danger, more severe hazard; warning, less severe hazard. Not all labels will have a signal word. Some of the chemicals are not hazardous enough to require a signal word label to appear on it. GHS symbols. There are 9 pictograms, only 8 are regulated by OSHA. Health hazard, physical hazard, environmental hazard. Here are some of the GHS pictogram meanings: irritant skin sensitizer, skin corrosion, cancer, carcinogen, malignancy, acute toxicity, fatal or toxic. Here are more meanings: explosive, oxidizer, gas under pressure, flammables, chemicals toxic to aquatic water life. Labels, hazardous statement. Hazardous statement means a statement signed to a hazard class that describes the nature of the hazard. There are specific hazard statements that must appear in the label based on the chemical hazard classification. Examples would be flammable, liquid and vapor, causes skin irritation, may cause cancer. Hazard class, the nature of the physical or health hazards. Examples: flammable, solid, carcinogen, oral, acute toxicity. Hazard category, degree of hazard scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, most severe, least severe. Example: hazard class, flammable liquids. Hazard categories: extreme flammable liquid and vapor, high flammable liquid and vapor, flammable liquid and vapor, combustible liquid. Precautionary statement means a phrase that describes recommended measures that should be taken to minimize or prevent adverse effects resulting in exposure to a hazardous chemical or improper storage or handling. Examples would be: wear respiratory protection, wash with soap and water, store in a well-ventilated place. Precautionary statements are not necessarily a mandate for employees to follow. The employer should evaluate the precautionary statement to determine if those need to be followed by the employees. This decision may be based on several factors: how chemicals are used, where it is used, how much of the chemical is being used, air sampling or testing results, how long the chemical is used, and other considerations. Safety data sheets, SDS. Safety data sheets replace MSDS sheets back in 2013. Consistent with a 16-section format includes information on properties of each chemical, physical and health, environmental health hazards, protective measures, handling and storage. SDS must be kept up to date, and the booklets should be in a place where all employees know where to go to find it. There's a 16-part format to each SDS sheets in order: identification, hazard identification, ingredient information, first aid measures, firefighting measures, accidental release measures, handling and storage, exposure control, personal protection, physical and chemical properties, stability and reaction, toxicology information, ecological information, disposal consideration, transportation information, regulatory information, other information including date and preparation of last revision. One of the reasons we have all of this in this book is that if somebody does come in contact with a hazardous chemical, this book can be taken to the hospital and the doctors will know exactly how to treat it. Now let's talk about how a chemical can enter your body. Through your skin, cleaning on hard surfaces with your hands, through your eyes, pouring or splashing chemicals, through your mouth, touching your mouth with your dirty hands, through inhalation, spraying a cleaner in a small area. What PPE can you use to protect yourself? Skin, wear gloves. Eyes, wear safety glasses. Mouth, wash your hands frequently. Inhalation, avoid using products in a small area or wear a mask. The SDS sheet will identify the PPE to use. Equipment. This is an eye wash station. There are 2 bottles. They're wide mouth. They're used for flushing out alkali or acid splash. They're safety sealed and dated to guard against contamination. Additional safety information, ways to help keep safe. Never mix chemicals. Make sure your gloves fit properly and do not have any holes or tears. Make sure your safety glasses fit properly. Wash your hands frequently, especially after using chemicals. Report on any warning systems. Report on any unusual orders or mixing labels. But the biggest thing I want to stress is never mix chemicals, ever. It serves no purpose and will only get you into trouble.